This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody. In a year that has been full of disappointment as far as dungeon crawls, people trying to reinvent the wheel, overachieve certain things, not deliver what they promise. A game that I think is very, very important, and a company that's very, very important, is, yes, Succubus Printing and the game Middara, Act 1. Now, this came out a few years ago, the 1.0 version. Today, we're going to be talking about, not doing some boring, lazy unboxing, but I want to show you off a few things. I want to talk about how smart this company is and how important this game is, okay, to the dungeon crawl community. In my estimate, okay, this is how I see things, okay? How you guys think about it, hey, don't matter. All I care about is what happens here. And I want to make sure that you understand, and by the end of this, if you are not headed over to Succubus Publishing, getting a copy of this, I'd be very, very, very surprised. So let's go down to the table. I want to show you the new contents a little bit, not much, what we got planned for it, how we're going to head into this, what we're going to do. And then I want to come back and I want to talk about this phenomenal company and watching them grow before your eyes and how they could have been lazy, but didn't. They don't rest on their laurels. And that's what you want for a company that you are going to invest in and believe in. So let's go down to the table and check it out. The first set I painted all these, but this time around, they've really done this nice. Everything's nice and tight in here. And we're going to be redoing a lot of these beautiful, beautiful figures. Again, I don't want to make this a boring unboxing, but I want you to see the depth and the quality. They don't skimp. There's no shortcuts. There's nothing here that says, hey, we're going to take a shortcut here. One of my favorites that I painted was actually this one right here, believe it or not. And I loved all the little things and all the little details that I did. I put like little diamonds on certain things and really went over the top with a lot of this stuff. The game comes with the utmost and most beautiful components, okay? And everything came safely this time, and it is just fantastic. I love how everything's been separated and stuff like that. The rule book, everything. 1.5 rule book here is just the 1.5 version here gives you everything that you need, spelled out perfectly. Tons of beautiful cards and books galore. Let me tell you something. You are going to go through and you are going to just experience something that you just can't imagine the beauty here. I love how everything is put in here. And then, of course, the campaign book, which is, I mean, beyond anything that you can ever imagine. Look at the size of that monster. Okay, I mean, that's just a beast. One of the things that had happened to me was that my reader sheet had basically came damaged. It didn't come damaged in this one. Beautiful cards. The art is phenomenal. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to show you how to paint this. I'm going to show you how to take care of all this and get everything. It looks overwhelming. It isn't. You just have to trust me that they have put a lot of care and compassion into this. And that's why I feel that this is one of the most important games out there, because not a lot of people are just cranking dungeon crawls to say they can make a dungeon crawl. And with what Succubus does, they've put everything into this. The second act is going to even be even better. Everything that you can imagine is going to be just phenomenal. And the first act If you haven't played it, go to Succubus right now. Get this, you are not going to be disappointed. Now let's go up top and let me give you some final thoughts on what I feel and why this game is so important. Unbelievable, right? Now, the miniatures are unbelievable. This is Japanese RPG. And they give you enough in Act 1 that's going to take you over a year, maybe even longer to complete, depending on how you go about it. The thing is the depth. Now, let's talk about Succubus, okay? They came out with this game. It was wildly popular, okay? Did unbelievable. To the point that me and poor Barrett got burnt by somebody because they wanted to get their videos out first. We were going to do a group thing, and it was going to be wonderful. And I never forgot that. Barrett hasn't either. Great guy, by the way. That's how important this game was. This game came with beautiful miniatures. You saw us paint it. We're going to repaint it. I have new schemes that I can't wait to show you. I've got all kinds of things that I have planned. But when I first got this game, they shipped it over in a box directly from China. They learned from that. A lot of the boxes got damaged. This came pristine. It's reworked. It's done. Everything's in there. They could have rested on their laurels and they could have just sent out a 1.5 rule book, but they wanted to make the first act perfect. What do you think the second act is going to be? What do you think you're going to get from these guys? These guys continue to grow. They continue to learn. And they're making some of the most important role-playing games you will ever play. I put this game up there with Kingdom Death Monster. This is something that is going to be followed. This is something that has so much depth to it. The art, the miniatures, the details, they continually get better and grow. This is a company that believes in this game. And for a first-time game, and for a first-time company to come out and just nail it. I mean nail it. The things and the adjustments that they made, they listened to you, the fans. They didn't sit back and rest on it and go, well, we'll fix those things in Act 2. We'll fix those some other things in Act 3. We'll go as more. It wasn't about that. It was about giving you an unbelievable experience. And this is why I feel that this game has come along at a time, this and Dungeon Infinity, okay, when some horrible dungeon crawls have come out this year. This game has come at the right time, when we needed it most. And with Act 2 on the way soon, and everything that they promised, because they live up to it. They don't talk. They live up to it. They play test until they're blue in the face. Their support is fantastic. They give you everything that you need to give you the most utmost experience that you will ever have. The new boxing, the way everything came. The new rules. How they made tweaks and adjustments because they listen and they care. And that's what a lot of companies lack nowadays. Caring, compassion, okay, belief in what they are creating. And they are creating. They are creating worlds that I never imagined. And you get to experience these and live through these. And we're going to do that here at Rob's Tabletop World. I'm going to show you some quick, easy ways to paint this so you can get to the table and you can experience this. This is the art, the wonderment, the imagination. I wish I had that kind of creativity in my life. Hats off to a great, phenomenal company, Succubus Publishing. You guys are the very, very, very best, and you are more than on my radar. Not that that means anything, but here at this little channel, Rob's Tabletop World, I want you to know how important I consider this game. This game is in my top 10 games of all time, and it will not leave. There are just some games that are going to stay with you for a lifetime, and this is one of them because it gives you everything you can ever want. Everything built into just a beautiful, flowing experience. And we're going to share that here. Please, everyone, go to Succubus Publishing, pick it up, get it if you can. You will not be disappointed. This is a masterpiece in the making. This is everything that you want from a dungeon crawl, role-playing, or if you are, especially a Japanese RPG. Hey, you feel like you are turning on the PlayStation every time you turn this on. I'm telling you right now, you will not be disappointed. And it gets my highest regards. And we're going to be putting, once everybody's out of COVID protocol, we're going to give you everything that we got. And we're going to really showcase this for wonderful people who have a dream, a belief, and have come through for you out there. Okay? Because they believe in it. And when you have that kind of compassion, when you have that kind of depth and strength, you're never going to fail. Because people are going to feel it when they open the box. Like I do every time I open the cover here. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.